everyone, welcome back to Paperbacks and Ponytails. I'm Katie, and today is my first ever TBR game. I am so excited. I was actually working on this last year just for like my personal use. I only used it, I think, once, but I kind of wanted to save it in case I was going to do a booktube channel. So here we are. I'm so excited. My bookshelves are decked out. You can't even see the twinkle. Well, not necessarily twinkle lights, but there are lights on here. There they are. But I have it all decked out for Christmas. My mom helped me. She brought up a couple of trees to help decorate. I have my one and only Christmas shirt on, so you might see this shirt a lot in the videos, but I love it. Anyways, so if you can tell by the title, this is my first ever TBR game, and it is called TBR Love Triangle. So it is based off of one of my absolute favorite comic books. Actually, probably one of the only comic books that I read, but it is the Archies. And this is just one book that I actually had on my cart as an example, but it is based off the Archies. I'm not using any names or anything in my game, but it is all about high school drama, situations that happen in high school, even though I'm not in high school anymore. Haven't been for over 10 years. I know I don't look that old, but I am. Anyway, so yeah, it's all about high school situations. There's different fun prompts. I can show you an example. Let's see if I can find a fun one here. Okay. So here we go. So this one says, "Oh no, you're getting ready to go to the school dance and you can't find a pair of shoes to match. Pick a book that matches your outfit." So that's what the cards look like. It is a whole lot of fun. I am so excited to use these. So I'm not making too many rules for this game, just so it won't be too difficult. But I am, as of December 2021, I am putting myself on a book ban. So no buying books. Only reading what I have and sometimes going to the library. So I do have one card out of, I think there's like 50 something in this deck. So roughly it is about the size of a regular card deck. But I have a love triangle card, which it does say pick a romance book. But this is the only card that says the love triangle because the game is called TBR Love Triangle. I made these cards. I love these cards so much. I came up with the designs and I try to recreate them. They are so cute. I love them all. Okay, but anyways, if I get that card, that's when I can go and buy books. If I don't get that card during the month, I can't buy books, and that's okay with me. I am totally fine with that. I've bought in way too many this year. Like, I'm overflowing into my bedroom right now, so it's not good. I have way too many books. Anyway, so that is one challenge that I have. Also, if I get more than 3, so 3 or more of the same color, so like there's a green background on this one. There's kind of an orangish color on this one. So like any background color, there's blue. So if I get three of those, I have to add on another prompt card. So that is another challenge. And if I don't finish any books by the end of the month, then I will add another prompt card. So that so far is the rules. I don't think there's anything else on my rules. It's basically simple. I'm going to roll 2 dice. I will put the screenshot up here of me rolling dice because I only have one phone to film with, so I filmed this clip in advance, but I had to play around with the app. It's a new dice app, and at first it would only let me roll like 1 die at a time. I'm like, it's not really going to work, so finally figured out to shake my phone to make it work. So the first roll, it popped up and I got an 8. So I will be picking 8 books this month, which actually isn't too bad. I usually read a lot more than that usually, so I think it'll work. I already have a pile of books that I have for Christmas, and after this TBR game, I will share most of the books that I have on my list to read. So let's go ahead and get started. As I said, I got an 8, so I will be picking 8 cards. I will be mixing these. Well, actually, I'll mix them this way since I don't cheat. I mean, not that. I haven't even looked at these cards in months. Like, I literally looked at like 2 or 3 cards, so I don't even know what they say. So, okay. They are shaken up. All right, so the first card. I'll do it this way. So the first card is, I'm so excited for this game. Okay, so the first prompt is, you and your band have just been asked to play for the school dance. Pick a book that has music on the cover or has music as a theme. Ooh, wow. Okay, tough one to start off with. Okay, So for the first prompt, which I actually did forget to show my teacup today, he's filled with water as in case I get thirsty, but it's my beautiful chip cup. I love it. It has a chip. Okay, so the first prompt that we got today was: you and your band have just been asked to play for the school dance. Pick a book that has music on the cover or has music as a theme. Now, I thought this one was going to be hard to do because I didn't really have anything music related, but I do. I actually have two that would work for this, but I think what I'm going to do is this bottom one here in my pile right in front of me. I actually didn't get the books out in advance. All right, so the first one I'm going to read is So This Is Christmas, and why I'm reading it is because that is a music lyric in a Christmas song, so it has to do with music. It's a little bit of a stretch, like I don't think it really has to do with music, but I think this one would work great. So This Is Christmas would work because it is part of a Christmas song. So that is that prompt, and this sounds just so cute. It says, when Finley decides to go home to Christmas, Oklahoma for the holidays, the last person she expects to see there is Arthur Chakrabarty Watercress. What a name. A fellow student at her New England prep school. Arthur is, Finley thinks, an uptight Brit who hardly knows she exists. So why have Arthur and his Aunt Esha chosen to spend Christmas at Grandma Joe's Hoyden Inn? So, sounds cute, sounds very Christmassy. I'm in the mood for Christmas books. Sorry about the shiny covers. I got most of these at the library, so very excited. That is our very first book. Okay, and now we're on card number 2. I love these cards. I even laminated them just so they wouldn't bend and stuff. Let's see, let's pick this one right here. What is this one? Oh, sure. One that I'm not planning on doing, but I have to do it now. It says, your arch rival just walked into the junior prom wearing the same dress. Pick a book you want to reread. So since it's like a duplicate girl in a dress, we have to reread the same book. So that is prompt number 2. All right, so our next prompt was to pick a book you want to reread. Oh, I was not planning for this one because I don't know exactly what book I want to read. I think I know what I want to reread, actually. Ooh, no, I think that's a new one to me. I was going to say I have a couple Nancy Drew books on my TBR, but I think they're ones that I have never read before. Shocking, because I've read a lot of them. But I think I'm going to read, and unfortunately these aren't in a row. Let's see if there's a Christmas one. Oh, there is. Yes. All right. I am going to be reading, it's part of my Mandy series that my dad gave me years and years and years ago. But this is, this is book number 22. They don't necessarily read in order. They're just a fun middle grade series that if you like Nancy Drew, this one's for a little bit of a younger audience, as I believe the child is roughly about 12, between 10 and 13. But I'm going to be reading Mandy and the Angel's Secret by Lois Gladys Shepherd. And this is one of my most absolute favorite series. I talked about it in my favorite middle grade video that I did last week. So this is going to be my reread. I haven't read this in a very long time, but I'm so excited. Actually, it mentions Nancy Drew on the back cover. That's hilarious. I didn't even know if that's funny. So yeah, don't take my recommendation for it. Back of the book says, people who love Nancy Drew. Actually, this person says, once I pick up a Mandy book, I can't put it down. They are better than Nancy Drew books, writes a young reader from North Dakota. Look at that, another reader mentioned Nancy Drew. But this one says, the summer of 1901 had been a great adventure for Mandy and Celia as they traveled through Europe with Jonathan, Mrs. Taft, Senator Morton, and Uncle Ned. But Mandy's grandmother had suddenly decided to cut the trip short while they were in Ireland. Through the tears of saying goodbye to Jonathan, Mandy couldn't help but wonder why they needed to go home so soon. So they're very cute. They're all about cute little mysteries for a younger age group. But I'm actually really excited that I got to reread now. And this will take me like a day, maybe half a day. So I'm very, very excited for that. Okay, now we're going into prompt number 3. I believe, yeah, prompt number 3. Making sure I keep track. Okay, I love these cards. I so love them. Okay, so we have our cards here. And let's do one like way in the front area. There's a lot of cards in this deck. Surprised I made so many. Okay, this one says, your parents are picking your outfits during the back to school sale. Have a family member pick your book. Oh, what a perfect one. Oh, I'm excited. I'm excited. I was kind of hoping something like this would come up. So, yay, a family member has to pick my book. So, mom or dad? Mom would probably be nicer. Dad would probably be meaner. Just kidding. They're both really nice. Okay. Okay, so this is my mom.
I'm not Christmassy.
But she is going to pick my book since family pick came up. I'll show you the card that says have a family member pick a book. So I gave her a list of Christmas books that I do have. She doesn't have to pick from there, but usually she's nice to where she'll pick for me. Let me see if I can zoom out.
Yeah. Oh, you're showing me.
Yeah.
They all look so good. It's like I want to read them, but I can't read them first. Yeah.
That's right. I get first choice. The first read.
First read. Okay. Okay. I don't have to pick Christmas. Okay. Golly. Any one of those? I'm looking straight ahead, not at you
guys.
There's
books
books
underneath my phone, holding my phone.
Okay.
You can pick anything behind there.
Oh, she's got a lot of books. Oh, your phone's on there.
Yeah, don't pick any of the books behind the phone.
Okay.
That's holding it.
Oh, everything looks so pretty. Okay.
She might be here a while.
I'm trying to hurry.
Lifting up garland.
Oh. Oh, okay. No, I'm
Oh yeah, I do have another Christmas book on there that I forgot about.
I think I'm liking the Christmassy titles better.
That's good.
Honestly. Or wintry type. This one's called The Ice Swan, so it's kind of a wintry.
I like that one.
That does sound good. Okay, I'm stuck between three. Can you guys help me? You can't comment or anything. Oh man, well, there's this one.
You can comment later.
One day something.
In December.
In December. I'm trying to read backwards. The Ice Swan. Or the 12 Days of Christmas.
Dates. 12 dates.
Pardon me. Dates. 12 dates. I gotta read again. Okay. So I think I'm going to do like an eeny, meeny, miny, mo thing. I won't even look. I'll mix them up. I'm looking at you guys. I am mixing them up. I'm going like this. Juggling the books. Okay, and stop. Oop. Okay. It says to pick the very best book for a kid to read, and you are it.
All right. So Mom picked The Ice Swan by Janelle Ciselski. That's a hard name to pronounce, but I'm really excited to read this one.
Yeah.
So, yay, thank you.
Hope it's good.
Bye. Bye. Okay, so I'm very excited that my mom picked this one. It has been on my TBR for a couple months now. It's a new release. It just came out, I think, in October of this year, I think. And this is about the Bolshevik uprising in Russia, and it's all about the royal family and how they escaped from Russia. And I know nothing about this era of history, but I am very excited that she picked this one because I've been really wanting to read this. And this cover, like if she didn't pick this one, this probably would have been my pick for beautiful cover. So, but I love it. Also, I don't know if you can tell, but it's like pearlescent. It's really pretty. Love that one. Oh, I'm so excited that she picked this. So it says 1917 Petrograd. So fleeing the murderous during the Russian Revolution, Princess Svetlana Delsky hopes to find safety in Paris with her mother and sister. But the city is buckling under the weight of the Great War, and the Bolsheviks will not rest until they have erased every Russian aristocrat from memory. Svetlana and her family are forced into hiding in Paris's underbelly, with little to their name but the jewels they sewed into their corsets before their terrifying escape. So, I'm very excited. It is a Christian fiction, so I'm so excited. I'm glad she picked that one. Okay, so for prompt number 4, here we go again. I told you, I love these cards. I am so happy how I made these. I absolutely love them. Oh, this is perfect for Christmas time. Well, not winter. There's a blizzard outside and school has been closed. Pick a seasonal book to stay in and get cozy with. All right. I love that one. That one's perfect. Perfect for Christmas. Absolutely perfect. All right. So for the next prompt, we had to pick a seasonal book to stay in and get cozy with. So for a seasonal book, I am going to choose, I think I'm going to do a shorter book. I have I have one shorter book so far. But I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to read The Christmas Joyride by Melanie Carlson. And this just sounds so cute and so fun. I absolutely think it's going to be cute. It's really short, so it'll take me like half a day to finish this. What is it, like? Yeah, it's like roughly 168 pages. Like, this is super short. But this is about a woman who plans on taking an RV ride to Phoenix, Arizona, where she is going to be retiring. Well, her neighbor, I believe, doesn't want her to drive all the way with her decked out Christmas RV all by herself to Phoenix. And so she decides to go with her, and it sounds cute. It sounds like it's going to be full of fun and laughter and kind of going to be fun. So yeah, I'm super excited for this one. It says, when Joy tells Miranda that she plans to drive an old RV decked out in Christmas decorations from Chicago to Phoenix in the dead of winter, the much younger Miranda insists that Joy cannot make such a trip by herself. So it sounds really cute. I'm very excited to read this one. I think it's going to be fun for Christmas. So that is our next prompt. Okay, so for prompt number 5, let's see. Mix them up a little bit more. So yeah, book buying band. I can't buy a book unless that prompt comes up, and it's 1 out of like 50 cards. So most likely I will not be getting it for the next couple months, but you never know. I could get it this month. Not that I actually want to buy books. I already just bought a couple that are coming, so. Okay. Oops. Hold on. One's crooked. Okay. So, let's see. Let's pick that one. There's like one that's like crooked. That's probably a bad one. Okay. This one says, close your eyes and you will get a big surprise. Close your eyes and pick a random book of choice. Oh, great. Okay. I could be nice to myself and like just pick the pile that I have in front of me, which I still might do, just to be nice to myself. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is roll. Well, not roll. Pick number 6. Let's go in the back here. Like right here. Ooh, I like this one. Okay, this is one of my favorite ones. You won the school beauty pageant. Pick a book with a beautiful cover. Love that one. All right, that's a good one. I have a lot of beautiful covers this year. All right, so our 5th prompt was pick a book with a beautiful cover. And honestly, it can go for any number of books on my TBR, but I think I'm going to pick this one, which is the 12 Dates of Christmas, because I just love when they have illustrated covers on here, like rather than like real people or real pictures. I just love books like these, and I think this one is so beautiful. I think it's perfect for Christmas, perfectly fun. It has all the Christmas feels to it. So this one is about a 34-year-old Kate, which, well, it's a nickname of my name, Katie, but she's ready to say bah humbug. The sleepy town of Blexford, England isn't exactly brimming with prospects. And anyway, Kate's found fulfillment in her career as a designer and in her delicious side job baking for her old friend Matt's neighborhood cafe. But then her best friend signs her up for a dating agency that promises to help singles find love before the holidays. 23 days until Christmas, 12 dates with 12 different men. The odds must finally be in her favor, right? So, sounds cute. 12 different dates before Christmas. Should start reading this like right away, because I kind of want to like read it all throughout Christmas now, or all throughout December, because it says 23 days. I wonder if they're labeled like I don't know. Let's find out. I'm trying to find the end of a chapter. Oh, it does say the 6th date. So maybe I'll read it like a couple dates every week to last throughout the month. That I think would be fun. Maybe I'll do a vlog of reading this book. Let me know down in the comments if you think that's a good idea and you want to see a vlog about that. That'll be my first ever reading vlog, like specifically for a book. That'd be fun. Alrighty. We have 2 yellows, 2 greens. So if we get another yellow or green, we'll have to pick another prompt, which is fine. So this is prompt number 7. I'm mixing them up a little bit more. All right, so very, very excited. What do I have? Uh-oh. Oh no, it's our 3rd green one. Okay. Your friends and you go shopping at the mall. Friend picks your book. Ooh, oops, wrong side. I'm reading it. You can't. There you go. Well, we did get a 3rd green. I put this one as a green. It's kind of like a it looks more yellow on screen, but I promise you it's more kind of like a greenish, a yellowish green kind of. So I put it as a green just to, you know, but now I have a third green, so I will be picking a 9th book on my list, but now I don't know what friend to pick a book for me. All right, so for our next prompt, it was friend picks your book, and this was our third card with a green background, so we had to pick an extra card, so there are 2 more after this. So friend picked a card. I actually went onto my Reading Rivalry Facebook group chat. It's fun. They do like a monthly battle every month with different prompts. It's a lot of fun. I will link it down in the description box below if you want to check it out. It's a lot of fun. Very nice people on there. And so the first person that commented, I sent a picture of all of my Christmas TBR. Did not pick a Christmas book. That's okay. I had to read it anyways. But the book that she picked, her name is Christina, because I said I'd mention her. But it is The Wilder Lore, The Accidental Apprentice by Amanda Foody. And so this is I believe this is the monthly book pick for the Completely Melanie's channel, and a couple others are doing a Christmas readathon. So I will be joining in that readathon. I will be doing a TBR next week for that, of all the books that I plan on reading. Some of the books that I have on this list will be on there as well. But this is the month book for that Christmas readathon, and I'm very excited. I've never heard of this when I looked it up. Cover's really fun. Try not to get the light in there. But it sounds like it is like a middle grade kind of fantasy type book. And it says, the people of Dullshire didn't like laziness. Naps were expressly forbidden. They hated visitors. Visitors could mean tax collectors, circus performers, or worse, lore keepers. The only things the people of Dullshire loved were rules, but they only had one rule about the woods. Never, ever stray inside, because the woods would trick you if you let it out, leading you too deep within to find your way out. And deeper in the woods lurked the beasts. So, fun middle grade fantasy. I think this would be perfect. She said it was really good, so that's why Christina picked it. So yay, that is our next book. Okay, so this is number 8. So this would have been our last one if we didn't get a third color. So let's go ahead and pick. I'm gonna pick in the middle, like way back here. There's a lot of cards in this deck. Oh good, a brand new color. This one says, someone has stolen your heart. Who could it be? Pick a mystery or a thriller. Oh good, I do have a mystery thriller-esque book on my TBR. Yes. Didn't think I did, but yes I do, because I didn't get to it this month. Alright, and our second to last prompt was to pick a mystery or a thriller. And so for this one, I already know what book I want to choose, which is up here now. And it is the last book in the Chesapeake Valor series, book 4, Dead Drift by Danny Petrie. This is a Christian fiction kind of romantic suspense story. And when I'm reading the third book right now, so I hope to finish it by the end of the month. But as I was reading it the other day, I realized these books are kind of similar to the TV show Sue Thomas FBI. If you do know that TV show, it was like in the early 90s, but this definitely reminds me of that show so much. And just like a bunch of FBI agents and law enforcement get together, they're like a second family, and they solve crimes. There's espionage, there's lots of different disasters that involve a different character in each story, so they kind of go in order, but each book is about a different character in that like second family of law enforcement. So I can't really say too much about this one, but as I said, it's a fun read if you want something light and something fun. Well, not really light. I mean, there are some heavy topics, especially in the second one. The second one was really good. Definitely more of like a murder mystery. I really enjoyed the second one. The first book, which was, let me see what the first book was called, as I can't remember right now. Cold Shot. That one was a little cheesy on the romance, but the second book definitely got a lot better. And so this is the fourth book, and I'm excited to finally finish this series. Alright, So our hopeful final pick, one duplicate is not bad, so I'm happy with that. Okay, so our last one, I'm just mixing them up a tad more, is, I like to be a surprise for you too, so I like putting them this way. And then I'm actually looking at the camera, I'm not looking at what I'm picking, so it is totally random. And it is a green, which we already got 3 green, so I'm not counting it against us. So this one says, you can't afford the prom dress in the store window, so you decide to make your own. Pick a book that has been self-published. Ooh. Okay, this one might be the hardest one on my TBR. And our last prompt for the month of December was to pick a book that has been self-published. And I thought this one was going to be a really hard because I don't have a lot of books that are self-published. And I thought that it would be hard. Excuse me, had to drink a little bit of water. But surprisingly easy. I wasn't sure, so I had to contact the author. But I'm going to use The Threat Below, which I did promise to read last month. I never got around to reading it, but I will be reading it this month. It's a chunker, but it is The Threat Below, book 1 of the Brathias Legacy by J.S. Latshaw, and it just sounds incredible. I was supposed to read this last month, but I just never got around to it. I had a little bit of a reading slump, but it sounds really good. The author actually sent both book 1 and book 2 to me to review, and I wouldn't normally do it. It just depends on if I would enjoy the book or not. And this one just sounds like something I would really enjoy. It says, it's dangerous, Iceland. That's what it's like down there. You can never go down there. Never. Nearly 300 years ago, a terror arose and pushed humanity to the brink of extinction. In a village at the top of a mountain, descendants of those who survived the massacre are all that remain. She heard the legends, she knew the history, but nothing could have prepared her for what she found. So I've heard actually amazing things about this series. I've seen other people's reviews of these, and they've given it 4 or 5 stars. So I'm very excited to put this on my TBR. As I said, it's probably the biggest one on my TBR. Everything else is kind of short. Yeah, it's over 500 pages, but I'm very excited. I did read a tiny bit, but as I said, I got behind last month. But I definitely want to finish this month. So those are all my books I have for my very first TBR game. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe, as I'm new to BookTube, and I'm trying to show you all the books on my TBR. So these are the ones. I want to share with you a couple others that are on my TBR, but for now, this is it. Quite a few books, but I think I can do it. Most of them are kind of short. There's a few middle grade, so I think we're good. So I have 3 other ones that I know are going to be on my well, no, I'm not going to put this one on. I was going to put One Day in December, but I don't think it's a book that's mandatory for me to read this year, so I might save it for next year since I have so many Christmas books. So I'm going to put this back on the shelf somewhere, wherever I have room. But I have Nancy Drew Diaries, the new series, which I'm not sure if I'm going to like or not, but it is Curse of the Arctic Star by Carolyn Keene. And this is definitely a new series. Somebody in my reading rivalry group mentioned that a couple of them were doing a buddy read this month, so I thought I'd get in with it. So this is Dear Diary. Bess, George, and I are actually in Alaska. Everywhere you look, there are massive mountains and sparkling deep blue waters. We're on the maiden voyage of the Arctic Star luxury cruise ship, and my old friend Becca Wright, the assistant cruise director, needs our help. So I do love a good mystery. This also could have worked for the mystery thriller prompt that I had, but I decided to do the other one since I wanted to finish it. But I will also be reading this one. I had another one, and I forgot to bring it upstairs, but I do have to finish a trilogy that I started. I'm hoping to finish this year. I'm hoping. But it is Tuck by Stephen R. Lawhead. It is the 3rd book in a trilogy called the King Raven series, and it is a retelling of Robin Hood, and they've all been really exciting, really fun. It is a bit slow paced, but once I get into it, I can finish them pretty quickly. So that is another book, and then I also have the rest of the A Boy Called Christmas series, book 2 and book 3, which I will be getting from the library very shortly. I also have more coming, but I can't remember what they are right now, but if I do get to them, you will see them in the end of the month wrap up. So I hope you all have a wonderful Christmas holiday season, and I will see you all on Wednesday for the next video.